Continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Reading from Adi-Lila, chapter 4, text 68. In this chapter, we are learning what was the internal reason for Krishna to come as Lord Chaitanya. Hladinira Sara Prema, Prema Sara Bhava, Bhavera Parama Kashta Nama Mahabhava. The essence of the Hladini potency is love of God. The essence of love of God is emotion, bhava. And the ultimate development of emotion is Mahabhava. So, essence of Hladini potency. Hladini potency is Krishna's pleasure potency. Is the potency by which he feels happiness. And even the devotees have this potency. They feel also this pleasure potency. And what is this? Love of God. Each of us, each living entity has this love of God. It's only we have forgotten now. And we think we are the body and we think we are separate from Krishna. But each of us have this love of God. And what is the essence of love of God? Emotion. When we love someone, love means what? There is a lover, there is a beloved. And so there is an exchange of emotion there. It's not just dry. It's not that Om Shanti Shanti only, but there is emotions. When we love someone, we want to do things for them. We want to see them happy. There's a lot of emotion there. We can't kill our emotions. It's natural to the soul. And the ultimate development of emotion is Mahabhava. That is Srimati Radharani's. Because she has this intense love for Krishna. That's Mahabhava, Srimati Radharani. The product of the Hladini Shakti is love of Godhead, which has two divisions, namely pure love of Godhead and adulterated love of Godhead. Only when the Hladini Shakti emanates from Sri Krishna and is bestowed upon the living being to attract him, does the living being become a pure lover of God. But when the same Hladini Shakti is adulterated by the external material energy and emanates from the living being, it does not attract Krishna. On the contrary, the living being becomes attracted by the glamour of the material energy. At that time, instead of becoming mad with love of Godhead, the living being becomes mad after material sense enjoyment. And because of his association with the qualitative modes of material nature, he is captivated by the interactions of distressful, unhappy feelings. So this pure love of God is there in Krishna. He feels this happiness. He feels this, he has this Hladini Shakti with which he feels so much happiness. And he has given us this love of God, right? He has. But now what has happened? What has happened? We want to be in the material world. So that love has been transformed into lust. Originally, each and every living entity is madly in love with Krishna. Krishna is madly in love with the devotee. It's a loving relationship, loving exchange. But now what are we in our position? Because we are in the material world. The same love, this love is perverted into lust, material desire. Our desire to be here in this material world. To the degree, so we can see that's the reason we are able to stay here in the material world for so many millions and millions of births, because it's a very, very deep love for Krishna is very deep. That same intensity now has been transferred into lust, and that's what's keeping us here. And then what is happening? We feel distress, we feel unhappy feelings. Why? Because what we need, what the need of the soul is the love, not the lust. But in our conditioned state, we just think, no, the more I have material things, the more happy I will be. The more happy I will be. So we are mad after material sense enjoyment. And that's what causes us distress. Because there's no love in this material sense enjoyment. I mean, you know, what is material things? Material world is just of things, right? If we go to see, it's all the things that we get attracted to. A house, a car, a computer, or whatever. You know, so these are things. And then how much happiness can a thing give us? Only when we engage it in service of Krishna, then we feel, oh yeah, happy. We feel the bliss. But otherwise, we don't get happiness. And that's why when one new car comes out, we say, okay, let's buy it. It'll make us happy. But after some time, oh, it's not giving me happiness anymore. Let me try another one. There's a new one out. Let me try that. That will make me happy. Or money. Let me make more money. When I have more money, I will feel more happy. I will feel more secure. You know, so in the material world, we are just looking for material things to make us happy. But we see that they don't truly make us happy. They just add on to our miseries. The more we have, the more we have to take care of the things. It's not that the car will clean by itself. No, the house doesn't clean by itself. We have to clean it. So the more material things we have, the more we have to maintain it. The more the miseries are there. So text 69, Mahabhava Swarupa Shri Radha Thakurani Sarvaguna Khani Krishna Kanta Shiromani. Shri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all the lovely concerts of Lord Krishna. Mahabhav, she is the personification. Srimati Radharani is the personification of the Hladini potency of Sri Krishna. She is Krishna's own pleasure-giving potency. She is not different from Krishna. She is his own energy. The unadulterated action of the Hladini Shakti is displayed in the dealings of the damsels of Raj and Srimati Radharani, who is the topmost participant in that transcendental group. The essence of the Hladini Shakti is love of Godhead. The essence of love of Godhead is bhava, or transcendental sentiment. And the highest pitch of that bhava is called Mahabhava. So the essence of pleasure, so the essence of all bliss, all pleasure is what? Love of God. So if we want to experience bliss, we want to experience pleasure, we have to revive this love of God that each of us have. It's not that one has it and the other doesn't. No, each of us has it, each of us. The essence of this love is the emotion, the sentiment, the loving feelings, and the highest, the deepest love, the deepest emotions, that is experienced by Srimati Radharani, Mahabhav. Srimati Radharani is the personified embodiment of these three aspects of transcendental consciousness. She is therefore the highest principle in love of Godhead and is the supreme lovable object of Sri Krishna. And so that's the reason she loves Krishna the most. And Krishna loves her the most because she is his own pleasure-giving potency. And so when we are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, we are calling out to Srimati Radharani. Hara, Hara is Srimati Radharani. And in the vocative becomes Hare. So when we are saying Hare Krishna, we are calling out to, O energy of Krishna, O Supreme Mother Srimati Radharani, please engage me in the service of Father Krishna, of Sri Krishna. So Srimati Radharani is the compassionate nature of Krishna. She is the loving aspect. And so we need to call out to her to get the mercy of Krishna. So that's why we are advised to chant constantly the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Is that okay? Any comments or questions? If no, then we'll stop here for today. Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.